Time for a stream. Element on the way. Element trucks, I can confirm, are finally on the way. What a faff. But I was up half of last night, hence the coffee. I was up half of last night, and I can confirm the Element trucks are on their way. Cost me more money than it should have, but they're on their way. So if you'd like to donate, it'd be awesome if we could fill this bar up, because my wallet is in the hospital. It took a beating last night. Long story, I'll explain it all later. But the Element trucks are on their way. Shipping was crazy. My God. $284 US McDollars to send 2 trucks. So, yeah. You got one going too, Tony. You have to let me know what you think of it, mate. I'll be giving it a good go over when they turn up. Also, the one that we're giving away is going to get those bead locks on it. So that'll be cool. So what's everyone up to? How's all been and all that fun stuff? I'm still waking up. You'll have to excuse me. Dennis has done the throw up. What's the throw up for, mate? For the Element truck? Or coffee? Mr. Christian Oliver's joined us. Hello, Christian. I need your truck, mate. Alright, got this bad boy working overtime. I've nearly smashed through a kilo of filament already. Need to buy some more rolls. I have learnt something. I've had a lot of questions about the 3D printer, and I've learnt a lot. Okay? There is going to be a stream essentially on learning to live with the 3D printer. RC Voodoo's joined us. Hello, mate. So, at the moment I'm printing out the V2 of the Demon skid that I've designed. Copped a bit of flack about the first design. Apparently it wasn't perfect enough. But anyway, nevertheless, I've designed another one and it's printing out now. So there's a lot of little tips and tricks that you learn very quickly. For the shipping cost. I'm with you, Dennis. $284 to ship 2 trucks. I wasn't very impressed. But anyway, I told you guys we're giving trucks away, so I paid a lot of money on top of what we raised so that we could have these trucks. Because god damn it, we're giving an Element RC away. Voodoo, I have 4 3D printers. I'm sure you've learnt what I have and more, mate. Little things. The biggest thing with what I've found with the 3D printer so far is that can be the bane of your existence. Alright? If the reel over tightens itself, the print's wrecked. Okay? Robert's joined us. 284 sucks, mate. Yes, it does. It sucks even more. We'll get right into the details. We're supposed to be getting 50% discount on the trucks. That's why our goal was what it was. The discount on retail was what I was told. Now, to me, I don't know about you guys. You can let me know in the comments. To me, retail is what you pay at the shop. Apparently, I'm wrong. Retail is the MSRP from the Element site, which is $509 instead of $350. So the discount applied to $509 and not $350. So therefore, the goal technically wouldn't have covered 1 truck. So I've put a substantial amount of my own money, into buying the trucks so that we can give one away. So, should you want to donate to help ease the blow, there is a link in the description, and it'd be greatly appreciated. Said my wallet. Thank you. Anyway, we get sidetracked there. I'm a bit about the whole Element trucks, but anyway, they're on their way, and that's the main thing. You should have called Robert. I don't know if he wouldn't have been able to get them to me cheaper. The postage he would have. But anyway, what's done is done. The whole idea of going straight to Element was to get the trucks as soon as they released. I wanted the trucks here So they turn up either the day of or the day after they actually released. So that way we could smash it out straight away. Christian, make a guideline for the filament. That's clear nylon between. I looked at all that stuff, Christian, and there is stuff you can print out that pokes off the side of the printer and all those sort of things to help. But there's only so much that'll do from what I can see, and this is why I haven't printed one out yet. I'm going to, but I don't think it's going to be the big fix. The biggest issue with the 3D printer is if you get some of this filament that goes loose and then it pulls tight, it just essentially like knots itself onto the reel, and then as it's trying to pull out, well then it can't pull any more filament, so the little feeder cog chews the filament to pieces, and then you stop getting filament through to the actual print nozzle. Okay. The best thing to do, and as dumb as this sounds, is if print something while you're working, need your printer, every now and then just move it a smidge, and that stops any issues at all. The other issue I found was the feeder cog itself tends to fill up with filament, and when it does, it starts to skip, which is a bit of a beep. Okay. We all know how much I love my scale broom, okay, my trusty brush. You can actually, I can't really bring the camera all the way over here, but you can give that a little dust as it's slowly turning around, and you'll push all the little particles out of the teeth of the cog, and it prints perfectly. So far, brushing that out and doing that has made the world of difference. I contacted Creality and said, this keeps skipping all the time. I've seen lots of people fix stuff. It might be the filament you're using, mate, but anyway. So I contacted Creality and said, look, the feeder keeps skipping all the time. Can you help me out? Look, I've got a donation. Adam's dropped to 20. I hate postage costs. Me too, Adam. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. That's epic. Thank you. That's bad spooling from the manufacturer. Now, this is what I was getting onto RC Voodoo. So, my next test is, with the next reel I buy, not to buy the same brand, to see if it's spooled any better. And obviously, pay more attention when I first put it up there and first feed it into the machine to make sure that I'm not letting anything overspool. So, that's a learning curve, but I think I'm getting better at it. I've definitely upped my game as far as the design elements and such go, so that's good. You need to upgrade the extruder stickers junk. The upgrade kit has a stronger spring. I've actually ordered one. I want to see that slider. The one that I'll grab the truck off the bench in a minute, Mike, and show you what I've done so far. I printed the guide that comes off the top of the frame. Hasn't had your issue. Give it time. What brand filament are you using? Because that may be the difference. What was mine? Flash Forge. That's the stuff I'm using. You might be using the same stuff, Robert. But look, when it comes down to it, I'm not shitty. It's one of those things where, okay, we've got a little issue here. We've got to try and sort it out. So let's make it happen. Like I said, it's helped me learn a lot about the printer that I probably wouldn't have learnt should it all have worked perfectly in the first place. So that's good. Buy a Hatchbox, cheap and good quality. I shall have a look for it. Obviously, if you're in America, we might have different stuff that we can access, etc. and so on. And ideally, I'd like to not pay a fortune for it. The stuff I got was on special. I think that roll was $30 for a kilo, which is cheap. And this was 15, something like that. Something, anyway. But I walked into the shop and I had obviously no idea what I was buying because it's the first 3D printer. I went, I need filament, give me a kilo and give me this. Because these two were the equivalent of normally buying one of those. So I figured I couldn't go too wrong. But I'm learning, I'm getting there. The design side has been a lot more fun. Brian Potts has joined us. Hello, Brian. How's things, mate? All right. The design side, I'm picking up pretty quick, which is good. I used to do a lot of that stuff years and years ago. So it's nice to be able to sit down and enjoy the challenge of trying to design something. It's a lot of it's a lot of thinking about everything in shapes. I'm only using Tinkercad at the moment, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm running out of options with Tinkercad. So do I start playing with Fusion 360 and see what I can do with that? Probably haven't printed as much. I've printed some shit, man. I'm well over halfway through my kilo roll, so I've printed a lot of stuff. I've got a box of goodies. Printed a dog. There we go. Printed a dog. What was that one? That was a little BCRC box I made. If I can find the lid for it, that should be in here somewhere. I've printed numerous bumper mounts. I've printed UHF radios. I did a cone. That thing took forever. I've got to redesign this because that took a longer time. I paid $19 for 1 kilo, so that's around the same sort of price as we're paying here anyway. If you look at $19 US compared to Australian dollars, etc., and so on. But I mean, I've printed some shit, man. Little number plate holders. I did some paint cans. So I've printed. I mean, there's a lot more stuff in the box, obviously, and I mean, I'm still printing that. I've got stuff that's in trucks already, etc., and so on. It's all a part of the fun. But I'm getting there. I don't think it'll take me too long, and I'll have. This is damn near dialed in perfectly, which is awesome. Some of the quality of the prints I'm getting, I look at and go, holy shit, that's really good. Which is nice, because it wasn't that long ago I looked at, like when I got that Range Rover body from a professional printer, there was a lot of harsh lines in it, and it's like, holy shit. I sanded the crap out of that thing. A lot of this stuff you can paint it like with a brush. You don't have to sand anything. You just paint it, give it a couple of coats, you don't see any lines at all. Right. Speaking of printing, this truck has quickly turned into my project truck. Because I've done a lot of stuff with it, basically. Coffee. So, what have I done? Well, Mike wanted to see the skid underneath. Okay. That's how that looks at the moment. Now, I'm currently printing V2. I printed this out, put it on the truck and went, it's okay, but I don't like it. I don't like it enough to say that'll do. So I went back in, I redesigned it, I made it a bit skinnier so it sits just inside the lower links. I curved it more, I shaved more holes in different areas just to make it a nicer fit, more rounded, all these sorts of things that we all want. So this just slides over your chassis stiffeners, which it's a little bit of a faff to fit, if I'm honest, but it works. I say it works. I haven't taken it out and driven it. Verto's got to go. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's much appreciated. Give the stream a like before you go, mate. Feel free to give it a share too. Likes and shares are epic. Alright, what else have I done? Let's have a look here. So, we'll take the body off. There's nothing else in here yet, but I've already started designing a full floor with a trans tunnel so that I can put racing seats in it, because I've got a pair here somewhere. Racing seats in it, the trans tunnel. I've already got my dash in. I've got a CD player. I've got my UHF, fun bits. I'm going to design some door cards that'll just double side tape to the body. Then that way you can fit out your Lexan body trucks with these easy optioned parts, essentially. So that's why I created the dash how I did. Let me see if I can get this close-up cam. I don't know how well this will. Autofocus is turned off, so it's not going to cooperate. But we've smashed a dashboard in the truck. You can see there we've got the CD player, we've got the UHF underneath it, we've got a cup holder there as well, and that legit double side tapes via that that bracket just there. Double-sided tapes and it's all in. So that's come up pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. I have designed the steering wheel and the column. I've just got to perfect the best way of printing that out and then glue it in. And then that way, again, we've got more options. So I can rescale that too. So should it be a dashboard that, you know, you'd like to have on your own truck, well then you can just print out the bracket, which should, as far as I can tell, work with damn near any truck on the market. This glues to the top of the dashboard. The top of the dashboard glues to the dash, and then in she goes. You want to see V2? Well, it's not finished yet. I did put up a picture on Facebooks. So V2 is under the way. Even when I look at the version 2, it looks a lot nicer to me, and it looks like it's more professional, and it looks like it should work Mickey Mouse, as you might say. Oh, let me unplug on my phone. Where's that picture? Yeah, that sort of doesn't really help, but I'll actually wait. Bear with me. I'll see if I can show you a picture. I did take a picture earlier. I don't know how well this will work through this, but wrong way. It might give you a bit of an idea. So now we've got extra little cutouts for the links, the upper links to go through. It's not as wide, it's more curved forwards and back, so hopefully it all works as it's supposed to. It's looking pretty good so far, but I guess we just got to wait and find out. The fun of printings. I don't think I've printed anything else with this thing. I did put some bloody sun visors up in the roof. I put those up there. I've designed those so that they're movable. They do move. These ones are a little bit tight. I've again redesigned stuff. If I design something and put it on Facebook, odds are I'm going to change it so it's better, so it works just Mickey Mouse. But I mean, they're glued in there. They look okay. You don't see a whole lot of trucks with visors these days, so especially a Lex and body cab. So I mean, so far, this truck, me cheap little $200 second-hand cross truck, been walking around the house trying to find where that bloody bipping is, and I realised it's your printer. Sorry, mate. Rest assured, it's for good stuffs. So yeah, this little truck has been already. It's paid for itself just in being here. It's easier to pull apart because it hasn't got the hard body on it and those sorts of things. So, and it also gives me options to help people that bought cheaper versions scale out their truck more, which is awesome. Now, something cool with this truck is the fuel cell on the back is rather large. So much so that I can fit my 2S LiPo packs in it, which are they're pretty small packs, 2,000 milliamp hour, so it'll run this truck for an hour and a half at least. I can fit those in there, which means I took the full size battery tray out of the main chassis part. Now I can put a full floor in it, seats, and just have a full scale interior with my Lex and body truck, which is just fantastic. Love it. This truck's been so helpful. Right, I think that's it on that truck for now anyway. So what's everyone working on? If you're working on stuff, feel free to give the stream a like and a share. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know how well this will work, but for those that don't know, this is the SU4C. It is an awesome bit of kit, and if you want one, go to all the w's.crossrc.us, use BCRC in the checkout code, and you'll get $70 off this truck, and that makes it cheap. Okay, I can't stress enough how cheap that makes this truck. Go and buy one. They're awesome. So with this truck, I really don't know how well this is going to show this. Close up cam again. I made the roof console. Excuse me. Let me pop the back door off. So you can see up on the roof there, we've got the DVD screen hanging down. I know it's a little bit hard to see, but I'm working with what I've got here. So we've got the screen that's already folded down. Now, when I print these, if people want them, I'm thinking I'm going to do them so as the screen is separate, so that you can just glue the screen on should you want the screen down, or you can leave it upwards. It's hard to show in that bit because of reflections and such, but check out these trucks, would you? Look at this bloody thing. Look at it. Get yourself one. They're awesome. Ooh, I'm going to make a battery tray. Not a tray, a cover. I love having these ideas. I'm going to make a battery cover for the back of this truck because they don't have one. Working on a Major Electric scooter, printing a Pelican case, battery lock for the SP4, nice. Ripping the truck in the backyard, Andrew is. Dennis, SG4C axle that I broke. Tisk, Dennis. Shane's putting lights on his Wraith. Robert, my back is still giving me grief, so not much. Take it easy, mate. Relax. I know what it's like. Not fun. So yes, I love this truck. Oh, and I made... Now this is yet to be refined as well. I also made a big ass beefy tow bar for this truck. Now no one makes a tow bar that just fits in this truck perfectly. This one does. It is perfect, which is awesome. Mickey Mouse. And it's a simple bolt through, and then your trailer's got the eye on it. This thing could tow a house. It is some thick stuff. Go back to the back and look in. Bob's donated excuse me, Bob's donated $10. Bob, thank you very much, you're a champion. Shane just got in trouble from Streamlabs. Shane Cross, please refrain from using foul language. PJ Stream, Shane. I'm going to want that skid, but I assume the shipping will be killer. Well, I'm trying to be clever about this because RC is an expensive hobby. Let me just... There you go, Mike. Can you see what you need to see, mate? RC is an expensive hobby, and I know it is. So my goal is, as you guys know, I'm all about value for money. So my goal is to make it as cheap as possible for you guys to get anything that I make. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to make most of my stuff so that it will fit in an envelope. And I can just put a couple of pieces of cardboard either side, something like that, tape it down so that it's really cheap. That's my goal. So essentially, I've got a few fellas that are after the bumper mount. This is the bumper mount for the Demon. This way you can put SCX10 style bumpers on your Demons, which is awesome. I love it. Don't know why people aren't making this stuff beforehand, but if it means I can, I'll do it. So anyway, there you go. So I've made that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them without bolts. The guys I've spoke to have got more than enough bolts, so I don't care either way. So I'm going to send them without bolts. I'm going to put them in an envelope as flat as possible and post it with an envelope. And I'm assuming I should be able to send them for about $5 US. I'm assuming. So we're going to find out in the first lot. The only problem is they keep saying I want this and I keep wanting that and whatever else. So that sort of makes it a bit difficult. But what I might do is say, look, who wants one of these? Who wants one of these? I'll post out 2 or 3 of them and just see if I can do it for $5 US post, because I know postage isn't cheap. The only other option I've got is to print out a shag ton of stuff that people want, send it in a box to one person at the States and say, can you please post this to other people? And I know that's an inconvenience for someone else, but if it helps make it cheaper, well, then we might be able to do it that way. But if there's something that you want, like the skid, I can put in an envelope and send it. So I reckon $5 US should cover it. So yes, I'm all about the values for money. Still going right? 37% complete. It's only taken an hour and 45 minutes so far. That's the worst thing. When you start printing stuff, right? What you'll do is you'll hit print and then you stare at your printer like this. Until you get to the point where you're like, oh, I'm not seeing enough to happen, so you go away and come back. How about that cricket sound though? I needed an excuse to push the button, so I did it. Okay? Good on me. Okay. So yes, printing out lots of stuff, designing lots of stuff all the time. There's lots of stuff I've already designed. Mike says very good idea with the shipping. Trying to make it as cheap as possible, man. Like, I give a lot for BCRC. There's a lot of stuff that no one ever sees. Like the pounding my wallet took last night. There's a lot of stuff like that no one ever sees, but it's all for the good of the BCRC community and making it a better place. So, I even cleaned my desk this week. There's a lot of shit on it already, but I've cleaned it. Tell you what. Right, so she can go up here. Lovely. Now I've got some stuff there that we're going to open today, which turned up in the mail, but I'm going to show you the layout for those that haven't seen it. Right, we're going to go close up cam. Okie dokes. So we have the garage door, obviously. At some stage I'm going to cut all this out and I'm going to put a proper rolling door, but that's all in time. Okay. So we've got some decals here. We've got some Hobbytown decals. You've got to have those there. Some RC Rock Crawl, RC mats, of course. I'm not going to say all the decals, but anyway. So, and then we've got the office. That actually does have. Let me just keep you there for a moment. Where's my? No, it's too difficult. My plug's not where I need it. There is there's lights in the office. So there's lights in the office. Then we've got the junk room up the top, which needs cleaning. Then we've got our other camera. Hello, camera. We've got the crapper down over there. Okay. Now behind the laptop, I'm not moving the laptop because I'll wreck everything. There's a workbench and a few other things. There we go. So we've got a workbench. Now all this needs tidying up because tidying up your garage isn't a quick process. Heave. We've got a rack I made up here. Got one of the cross grills up there. Check out that bad boy. Shift RCs this Sunday. Your American Sunday, I reckon it'll be. We're going to do a live stream and feature Shift RC's new servo, so be there. We've got the BCRC sign, has also got a light. Of course, we've got to have our cross decals. I've got to fix that, racing sign. What have I done? That goes, there we go. Then just more scale goodness. TV there. I'm running out of cord for my camera. Tyre rack. I need another tyre rack or less tyres, one of the two. My baby, my PG4. And then up the top we've got the loft with the working TV, working arcade machine. All that fun sort of stuff. The rare Samix motorbike decal. Love that. So yes, that gives you a bit of a sticky beak of what the garage is for those that haven't seen it. And then we've got this fatty. Look at this bloody thing, eh? What am I going to do with that? I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to put some small wheels and tyres on it. I'm going to lower it. I'm going to change the links so they're correct. And then I'm going to enjoy it. Kevin's joined us. Hello, Kevin. I'm just showing everyone the garage, mate. I do like this truck, but these are ridiculous. They're just way too big. How you going? You going alright? Yep, good. Lovely. Make sure that's not tight. So yes. This gives you a quick idea. This is the basic concept of the first skid. Right? This is the concept. So, curved, 2 circle holes. Your chassis stiffness, slide through those holes and then you do them back up. Kevin says, damn nice garage, brother. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. It's going to get better. Shane said, I figured shipping would be more than that. If I boxed it, it would be. For me to send something to you is actually cheaper than for you to send something to me, which is dumb. Okay? If I get a truck sent to me, generally it's 120 to 140 US dollars. If I send a truck to the States, I sent that 6x6, pretty big box, 6 kilos. I sent that, and it was express shipping $110. Normal shipping was $90, and that's Australian dollars. So pick up your actors, the Americas. Your bloody shipping cost is ridiculous. Right, some exciting stuff. I'll get this little package out of the way first. Yoink. Must have black body pins. Okay, I need to get more of these. I thought I ordered 2 packs, but apparently I ordered 1. Duh. Black body pins, especially with trucks like this. This actually come with black body pins. I was really impressed with that. So, black body pins don't stick out near as much as the chrome ones, so get yourself some of those. Now these bad boys I'm really excited about because they are brand spanky doodle new. I believe I'm the first person to have these. And I'm pretty pumped about that. Okie dokes. Oh my god! How was that focused? Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to mainstream it for a moment. I'm going to probably irritate myself. Let me hide the close-up cam. Let me edit the settings on that. I hope this doesn't stuff everything. Autofocus on, please. Save. Okie dokes. And then I'm going to turn that back on. And then I'm going to go close-up cam again. Now it should autofocus. There we go. Get a load of those bad boys, would you? Holy shit. Jim's Garage, shipping in the USA to USA is even rubbish. What do you think of those bad boys? I really quite like those. Love me, yeah, racing stuff. They are gorgeous wheels. Brilliant. What do you reckon? Do you like those? The disc is a part of the wheel. It's a part of the hex. That is beeping gorgeous. Look at the finish on those wheels, would you? Sorry. Go here, okay? Go here, get these. Stunning. Oh. Anyway, so they even give you a little wheel, little wheel nuts. Obviously, because do you need those to look here? Screw-on hub covers and everything. So we've got our little hub cover that screws on. That's nice, and that's metal too. Brian Potts, working on my element. Don't get me started, Brian. What am I doing that for? I haven't even picked what truck I'm going to put them on. Set those in my little metallic tray. Right, mainstream again. So I've got those gorgeous wheels. They are really nice. I may even end up putting those on this, which wasn't my plan. Is that from RC, mate? Yes. They are stunning, fellas. The dish. Look at the dish on them. Shit. I've just thrown my own plan clean out the window. They're going on that. They're going on that. I'm sorry. I'm going to put them on today too. I don't care that it's jacked up to buggery. They're going on. I've also got some of these bad boys. The Air Racing tyres. Now, Mike's got these. Those wheels, I don't care who you are, they're stunning. They're as pretty as any fancy high-cost wheel. I won't mention names. They're as pretty as any fancy high-cost wheel that you'll get. Oh. And now, if they're anything like any other Air Racing wheel I've ever used, they are simple to put together. I mean, they look the same. They look the same setup. Right, so tyres. I'm a Air Racing boy. You boys know this. These are going to be good sized tyres for this truck, I think. Oh, yes. Yes. These are the tyres we're going for. Alright, these are the new Air Racing crawler tyres. 100 and... Shit, I forget now. They're 100 and... I think 113... Mike can tell us. I think they're 113 mil tall. They feel McSticky, okay? They actually feel really quite nice. This is why I'm such a huge fan of Air Racing stuff. Air Racing, Yeah stands for Your Ever Affordable Hobbies. Their goal is to make RC parts that are affordable, that are great quality. Those things are watertight. What's watertight? Renting the wheels and installing a new servo with BCRC. What was the factory servo like, Brian? I mean, I'm going to test it out too because we've got them coming, but I'm going to put that truck through the ringer. Anyway, right, whilst we're here, I'm going to mount one of these up at least. 2 mil heads on the back, love it. Tell you what, I like those so much. I'm even going to top tip for you out there. If you really like the wheels that you're working on, and they're not just wheels that you've taken off your truck, lay down a little cloth, especially if you've got to take bolts out of the back, because this way you won't go scratching up the front of your wheel before it's even on your truck. Right, so we're going to undo all these, then we're going to grab one of my magnetic trays. Actually, that can stay like that. Right, time for another top tip for those that haven't seen it. How you going there? Good, sweet. Right, top tip time. First things, put this in here. That's not a top tip. 113 mil, alright. Chris has joined us. Hello guys, just finished soldering up the wires on my new Just Climb motor. It feels the goods. I've been telling you blokes, I keep telling you to buy those motors for good reason. Right, that fits in there perfectly, which it probably should. They're both the Air Racing stuff. But anyway, so here's the top tip that's free. You take a dab of shock oil on your finger, okay? When I say dab, I mean like that much. You can see that there's not much there, okay? You rub it. You rub it a little bit this side, a little bit this side. And you go back to the first side and you rub that all around the bead, inside and out. Please show me the wheels. Hang on, Tony. You gotta wait now and do the same on the other side. This little tip will make your life a lot easier. Feast your peepers on that, Mr. Gutierrez. Oh, god damn, that's pretty. Love that. Jim's garage. Jim's got in trouble. Please refrain from using foul language, Jim. Anyway, slide this bad boy in here. Oh, what a combination. Oh, these are my Bronco wheels. I've just literally just thrown my own plan clean out the window. That's all popped in nicely and lovely. Top this bad boy in here. hopefully. Make sure we're not pinching the bead. I should take the bolts out of this, but I'm going to test my luck. I keep saying to you guys these wheels are easy to put together, and I'm about to see if... Am I lined up? I don't think I'm lined up. I'll take one out and see if I'm lined up. Not quite, damn it. I was close. Give that a little twist. Am I not holding my mouth right or something? It keeps moving. There we go. Let's take it. Lovely. How easy are those to put together? Right, I'm just going around getting it all started. And then I'm going to star pattern the whole thing so it pulls everything together evenly. Because that's how you should put your wheels together. So enjoyable doing wheels when they just go together nicely. Do you know what I mean? Awesome. Just going to whip round, make sure they're all nice and tight. And I'm going to put one straight on that Bronco because it needs these wheels and tyres. Oh my lord, it does. Pretty still smashing along alright. Good. Oh, God, that's pretty. That's just perfect. Came in late. Those are the Year Racing tyres. Yes, and look at those Year Racing wheels, David. Look at them. I'm going to put them on my Bronco. I was going to put different wheels and tyres on this truck, but I just have to. Now, I know it's going to look a little dumb. My God, how tight's that? I know it's going to look a little dumb because it's jacked up to buggery. Traxxas, stop putting so much Loctite on your wheel nuts, okay? There's a reason you use nylock nuts, so you don't have to use Loctite. No raised white lettering. No, there's no raised lettering at all. It's just a smooth, clean looking tyre. And it's just, oh, they're great looking tyres. Now I can confirm these tyres are really good. Mike, who's in the group, who's watching right now, uses these tyres. Oh, I need those shocks ASAP. Right, where's those wheel nuts? I assume I could just use the normal one. Let me try the normal one. Those axles are really long. I hope that cover will go over that long axle. If not, I'll need a thicker hex. The all black and nice too. This is just, it's perfect. The lip, it's just, it screams old school truck. Will that cover that? I'm sort of expecting I'm going to need a wider hex. Come on, brain. If you wouldn't mind. But I know what I can do actually. I can pinch a hex. I can pinch some hexes off one of my cross trucks because, for those that don't know, Demons have really wide hexes. No, that's home. Lovely. God, look at those huge things. Can sit over there. Feast your imagine this is sitting down where an F truck should sit. Have a go at that. My word. Oh no, sorry, you guys probably can't see much. I think we found the wheels for this truck. What do you think of those? Awesome, awesome, pumped, awesome. I love that. Gorgeous wheels. And the tyres just feel so... I may at some stage need slightly heavier foams. It's only because, I mean, these trucks are pretty heavy anyway, but I better do the other one real quick like. So, who's going to get himself some of those? I can't... These shocks are so stupidly long, I can't even show you how nice it look tucked. But my word, they're a pretty wheel. That dish is just to die for. It's like fine dining. A dish to die for. Even with the lift kit it looks better. Yeah, it does. Right. Nothing in there? No, good. Got my rubbish bag. Lovely. Set that there so we don't lose all my stuff. I'm trying to keep everything clean as we go. So yes, I'll be pumped if I can get some shockers, and I've got to get new links, of course, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. Oh, now I can't wait to drive it now. That sounds so dumb. I look at it with these monstrous tyres, and it's like, it feels too toyish with these on it. Does that make sense, or is it just me? Oh, they're good. So good. Go to RC Marts and get yourself some wheels, everyone, because my word, one of those is not undone properly. I think it's that one. Yep. Right. Now, normally I'd say, and I'll do it just so that people don't complain, because there's always someone out there that wants to. Trust me. Use a magnetic tray, put your bolts in, so you don't lose them, so people don't complain. Okay? Right, that. I'm not going to use those, because I don't need to. The factory ones work fine. That through here. Michael, already on RC Mart. Definitely toyish. Look, I love the body, I really do. But $50 RC that you know is going to break. Expensive model. This is the difference. This is what it is to me. God, they look good. Right. Sorry, I get so carried away. I mean, you guys know I do, but I'm passionate about the hobby. I'm passionate about good value for money products, and you look at, I mean, you feel these tyres. As soon as you feel them, you're like, yep, they feel like good tyres. You can tell straight away. If they feel good when you get them out of the bag, they're going to be even better after you've taken them out on the trail for a while. I just can't stop looking at those wheels. All right. Tony, you need some of these in your collection, mate. Tony needs these wheels in his life. Right, making sure we're not pinching anything. Try and line that up a bit better this time. And it's funny, like as you squeeze this down in, you actually just feel it go pop pop into the bead. No other wheel I've used ever has felt like that. Literally, as you squeeze it in, it's like pop. You feel the wheel just pop into it. That's nice. That's really nice. It's a very satisfying feeling. Right, give her a bit of a squeeze. Bam. And now, just to give you an idea of how easy those wheels are to put together, that's the size of the bolts I'm putting in. And you've seen how much I battled. Focus, you son of a beep. Anyway, bolt through, smidge of a squeeze. do the bolt up. And now, because I've got two in there, I can just start them all like this. I've always said, yeah, racing wheels are brilliant to put together, and it's got to be said, it's true. I was very much honoured to be sponsored by Yeah Racing. That was a bloody big deal. Well, it still is. Don't get me wrong. 1.9s, Dave. I'm going to send them a message and say, can you make these 1.55s? Because they are gorgeous. There's two different styles of these wheels. They're very similar, I will say. They're both basically the same, except in the middle of the spoke here, one of them's got a little silver bit. That's the only difference. They all come with the brake rotors, which look divine. It's just such a well thought out bit of kit. And I mean, you can see how quick am I installing this stuff. Get around, make sure they're all tight. Lovely. Right, let's see how tight this one is. Are the discs removable? I don't know. I'll have a look. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to remove them, because honestly, looking at them while they're on the truck, it looks pretty damn good. And I reckon out filming, close-up camera shot going past and that rotor spinning, I think it'd be pretty epic. But if you want, I'll undo the hex. Right, this is for... It's not banned, is it? You gotta put your name, fellas. You gotta put your name behind your thing, because it's been a little bit since we've done a stream and I forget. So I'm gonna pop the hub off the back. To see if the disc is removable, should you want to remove it. No, it's a part. It's all machined into the hub. That's all. So I tell you what, you bolt that onto your truck. Leave that bolted onto your truck. Oh, jack stands, crap! In case Hans watches. John, right, I'm with you. There you go. You bolt that onto your truck and then use those bolts to put your wheel on. Leave that attached to your truck. How good does that look? Oh, so good. Love this stuff. Love it. Right. Hopefully it's not that bad. Alright, that one's started. I'll start another one. Lovely. Nice and simple to put back on. Even easy if you don't drop bolts everywhere. Andrew. Right, I'll do my best. Andrew. But yes, they're all one part. John, they're all one part. But honestly, I reckon anyone that buys them will go, I'm not taking those off. There's probably other hubs that you can bolt to these wheels. Should you want to take them off? But I can't see that that's something that you're going to be wanting to do anytime soon. Right, go around, nip all these up. Speaking of which, I'll do the same on that one too, because I didn't check those. Always check your bolts in case anything's gone loose in travel or it wasn't originally tightened properly in a factory. And it doesn't matter what company it is, it's just something that you should do. Oh god, that looks good. It's like, I don't know how many of you blokes have experienced it, but it's like when you go and put wheels on your real car, and it's the first set of mag wheels you put on your car, and you're standing outside the tyre shop just waiting for them to be put on, and like you can see your own car through the window, and you're looking through at everything they do. It's like that sort of excitement. That's what I feel when I get a set of wheels and they're just that perfectly matched to the vehicle. Very fine thread on these hubcaps, same as most other racing ones, so take your time, get it right, don't just try and force it home. I don't know if I'm holding my tongue wrong or what. Come on! Good. I'm dropping it. There we go. Fred's still going good. What are we at? 49 percentile. Oh, my word. Oh, I can't wait to lower it now. Thank you, Year Racing. Let's for Year Racing, well done. Because your beautiful wheels, God, look at the travel here. Your beautiful wheels are just going to make this truck. This is how you know you got the right wheels, right? If I can get this to sit there, check that out. Oh, that's just perfect. That is the right wheels. Wrong wheels. Right wheels. Don't do this, Traxxas. Do this. That is delightful. We had a conversation on Bookface this morning. What time was it? Andrew sent me a couple of pictures of his truck well bogged. Did it drive out of that, Andrew? Yoink, yoink, yoink. Chris, I'm liking your racing stuff more and more. They make some awesome stuff, dude, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. It's that simple. That's their whole deal. Sean's RC Adventure says they look really nice. They do, man. They are beautiful wheels. I will be smashing some photos of these up on BCRC, or Toot Smart, if you will. How long have we been going for? An hour and 2 minutes. I'll do the other two off the stream. God, they look good. What else did I get? There was something else I had here. I got some flags. Got some flags for photography stuff mostly, and because I like the stuff, and so I can decorate more of my area. I'm going to get some more tall shelves to go across here. Okay, that's one of my next things, which means I'm going to have to move my printer, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. So I got myself some flags. Move this across out the way. Move that. Put this back where it goes. That where it goes. Look at me go, eh? Keeping everything clean. What a good boy. Rubbish in the bin. If you want the part number for these wheels, there you go. There's the part number for these wheels. Okay? They are bloody awesome. Seriously, I can't remember what they cost. I've got to stop just ordering stuff. I'll tell you right now what they cost. Part number is WL-01, and this is the easiest way to find stuff on RC mark, put in the part number. So if you know the part number, search for that part number, bam, pop straight up. Okie dokes. 2 pieces, $38 US. Which is, honestly, for how nice those wheels are, that's bipping cheap, I reckon. And I'm a tight ass. That's cheap for those wheels. They are bloody stunning. Looking at the lip on them brings back memories of when I was a young bloke, and you'd spend half your Saturday just polishing your wheels on your car. Even if your car was shit, you'd spend half your day just polishing the wheels on your car, because if that chrome lip or polished lip was really shiny, your car looks so much better. Michael, gotta go. Have a good day out. No worries, mate. Won't be too far longer, and I'll probably bugger off too. I could do with a nap. I didn't sleep until last night. For those who didn't hear earlier, before you go, Michael, Element trucks are on their way. Cost me a fortune, but they're on their way. So if you want to donate, there's a bar up there. There's a link in the description if you want to donate towards the BCRC community. It helps with things like stops me crying when I get charged more than I'm supposed to. But anyway, buys me tissues. Right. Oh, before I do the flags, I got this. Loving me parts trays. It's as close as I can. This is pretty enough to do that. Okay. Feel free to focus camera. There you go. RC Mart parts tray. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now what's handy with this is, if you get a kit and you don't know what size bolts, etc. and such are, you put them in these holes here. You put them in these holes here and it tells you what size. If you've got a bolt and you don't know how long it is, you hold it up to the little ruler dealer here and you can rule how long it is. So that way you can go, okay, it's supposed to be this long and it's supposed to be this size. Done. Brilliant idea. So I'll show you that. I really quite like that tray. What I will do, because it's all flat back, I'm going to get some double-sided, what's it called? Double-sided foam, essentially. Like these little feet. I'm going to get some of those and stick on the bottom, just so it's, doesn't move around or anything. But I really quite like that. You've got to check out RC Mart and all the different sections for the goodies. Jack of all trades, selling fireworks and watching RC videos. Man, you can't even sell fireworks in Australia anymore. Used to love Cracker Night. Cracker Night. Oh, the memories. I'll keep the part number in case someone else is keen on a nice year racing flag. Right, let me open this up. Now obviously, if you're opening stuff with a knife, be careful, especially if it's made of cloth, that you don't go cutting the important part, like the flag. I love this sort of stuff. I think we'll go main cam with this because it's a big enough flag. Huh? Now what I'm picturing, and this is why I got these, I'm on the beach. It's a nice sunny afternoon. I've got my truck sitting there, looking all purty. And then in the background I can have one of these, spread along, just for an awesome shot. You know what I mean? That, and they look awesome in the garage. That way. Oh, love me some scale stuff, man. This is cool stuff. I think these are only like $10 each. Cheap. And honestly, they're a lot better than the old school ones. I think this is the old school one, right? The old school one with a little metal base and it's just a couple of rods. This is the new one. So it's a little bit bigger, much better base, much wider, and it's already fitted with the nice little looped pieces and everything. If you ever come to the States and visit Tennessee, I can hook you up with some fireworks. Yeah, could you imagine me getting those back on the plane? It'd be a... I'd be standing in the airport in America with a dude looking at me with rubber gloves, and I'd be like, I love my buttons. Anyway, so yes, much prefer these than the old model ones. I mean, I still like them, but I like these more. Is it magnetic? No. Why does it need to be magnetic? Do you mean the base? Is the base magnetic? No. The old ones weren't either. I mean, you've got the option. You can, if you want to glue that in there, we can glue that in there. That's something. But I don't think I'll need to. Oh. You stay there. I'm going to put this one together. No, but shoot them before you leave. Well, that's an option. Now, funny you say that. Last night, Hannah and I were looking up different costs of what it'd cost to go to get to America. Ideally, if we were to come over there, we'd want to hit a couple of big events. I mean, I'm sure that makes sense. That one's a bit tighter. Is there a burr on that plastic? There we go. Tight spot. Heard it. Fixed it. I should be detail painting the interior of my SP4, but after working 12 hours I feel like, relax man. Sit down, relax, take it easy, enjoy the flags. So Hannah and I have been chatting about the logistics. How much would it cost to do everything? And that's, I mean, we're going to go and chat to some people today to get a better idea. The ideal goal would be, and now this will be, if a lot of guys have said, this should be send Johnny to the States. Now, obviously, if I go to the States, Hannah's going with me. Because I've never been outside of Australia and I'll probably get lost and die. Okay? Hannah's travelled a lot, so she knows what she's doing, so she can be my helper. So, the goal's going to change at some stage soon to trip to the States or something like that, something clever. But it all depends. We're going to go and do some chit-chatting today to suss out exactly what sort of money we'd be looking at. It's not going to be cheap, obviously, but I've got a lot of goals, and I mean, so far we're already smashing goals by giving trucks away and that sort of thing, so I'd love to go to America. I'd love to meet a heap of you guys. The big sort of goal would be to hit an event like Proline by the Fire or Axial Fest, which is in California. Then drive, just jump right in, hire a car and drive across to Wisconsin, go and see Mr. Robert Mazza, go and see, and I think there's possibly attend the K&K event too, depending on how all the time frames work out, because I know a couple of the events are reasonably close within weeks of each other, so that may work. We figure we could do a 6-day drive across the States. Obviously, I'd live whenever I can, do a full video blog, the whole thing of the whole trip, essentially make a movie out of it, you know? So, it's possibly going to be a goal up here. I mean, if it's something you guys are as passionate about as I am. But there's a huge big crawling event in Australia. What one? What event? I want to go to the States, man. I've got a lot of people I want to meet. There's a lot of people in BCRC that I regard very highly, and I want to meet them. I want to go on wheel with you guys. So, big goal. Big goal. I don't expect everyone to want to help out with it. That's fine. But there's been a lot of people saying a goal should be sending me to the States so I can go and do the parts trays at Magnetic. No, this one here is not. I don't believe. I'll clean up all my stuff. No, this one's not. If you want a Magnetic parts tray, get these ones. Little magnetic strip in it. I mean, it's got a pretty decent lip on it. If you're sitting parts there and you're working on stuff, you've got to be pretty clumsy to knock stuff up out of the lip and elsewhere. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked now. So yes, we're going to go and suss out all the particulars to see what sort of cost it'd be. There's quite a delay from when I send you a message when you see it. Not all the time. Sometimes it's if I read it quick enough. Basically. I can't do much about delays, man. That's on YouTube's end. Anywho, so yeah, we're gonna suss out the logistics and maybe smash a goal up, and if it's something we can reach, well then it could be something pretty epic, I think. So what do you think about that? Now, I know, like I said, a lot of you guys had the idea and said to me this should be a goal. Let's do it. So we're going to sort of wrap our heads around everything. There we are. Already. Oh, what do you think of those? I really quite like those. You could always add some mag sheet to the tray. Exactly right, Bob. Exactly right. The same sort of stuff that's in these. You could just get some of these, cut them to the sizes of the bits and drop them in there. I quite like those. Oof. Just imagine this, the video. Video, just looking at the truck. These things are just in the wind. So scale. Awesome stuff. Get on RC Mart and check out the goodies. They got lots. They got so many things that you don't even realise are there until you start looking at different categories that you probably wouldn't normally look in. And then you go, oh, check that out. Oh, look at that. Oh, I need this. Part number for anyone interested. This is for the Air Racing flag. There's your part number there. I can't personally read it on my screen because it's too small. YA-0599. So got that. Aaron 17, not too far from shutting up shop time. In one of the next streams, possibly Australian Monday, American Sunday. Who's excited to check these bad boys out? Shift RCs. This is the S670BM. And that's all I'm saying, because otherwise we'll have nothing to talk about when we show them off. Now, what we're going to do on the stream when these are installed, this is getting one, because I'm not even going to use it with the factory servo. And my TRX4 Defender's getting one. And a couple of reasons. This is a lot lighter than the Defender. The Defender's got heaps of weight on it, so it's got to work harder. The Defender's also got an external BC running at 6 volt. Now with those, I believe you can run them up to 8.4. Iced coffee, got to have it on backup. So yes, we've got some servos to check out. Bob says, I reckon you're worth it, mate. Now, I did see that pop up a while ago. I was just getting there. I appreciate that, Bob. You're a bloody good egg. So, yes, fun and games and exciting stuff. How's my print going? 56%. It's looking pretty Mickey Mouse. When it started printing, there was one little part that sort of popped up a little bit on the corner. but it's fine. Bob, the red version of those rims you just fitted to the Bronco would look nice. The red's pretty nice too. Then do a spin to win for sending someone to Adelaide to go wheeling with you. What do you mean, like raise some money to get someone to come with us? I changed all the buttons and stuff on the Stream Deck. It's got pretty pictures now. I even put Jiminy Cricket's picture for this button. Couldn't help myself. I mean, that'd be awesome, dude. If we could raise money and get someone from the States to come here to go wheeling, that's a good idea, Robert. I like that. I mean, it's a way of returning the favour, isn't it? You know, like if we all come together and raise money to send me and Hannah to the States to go and attend some events and essentially give a full-blown Aussie's perspective of what it's like. Road trip, I mean, it'd end up being most likely like a movie-length video, which I think would be fun. I mean, I know it'd be fun. It'd be epic. I've never been outside of Australia, so it'd probably be pretty funny for you blokes too, I reckon. Look at the size of this airport. Anyway, Dennis is off. I did see Dennis was leaving. Andrew's clumsy. Why are you clumsy, mate? I did see you right that a while ago. I'm just going back through. Do us a favour, give the stream a like, give it a share. With 15 people watching, so I expect to see at least 15. And then Robert was never seen again after he left. After he left off for Australia. Robert lives in Australia. Robert needs to come over here and Rob can literally drive here, man. Get in his car, drive here. It'll take him a while, especially if his back's feeling crook. But Rob can drive here and we can just go wheeling. Which one day, Rob, we have to do. So get your back sorted, mate. Get your car, get over here. Let's go. You can bring your own trucks or you can come and drive one of mine, whatever. Let's just go wheeling. You can have the red cat to drive. Anyways. Has anyone got any questions? Any suggestions for 3D prints or stuff like that? Bear in mind, I've got a little bit of a list there that I'm working through. Oh, the tiredness is starting to kick in. Bob, yep, 6 hours. Where are you, Bob? Melbourne's. From the boat at Melbourne to here is 8 hours. Took me 7.5. If you come to New York City, I've got crawlers you can use. Believe it or not, Central Park actually has some good crawling spots. I can't think. I'll have to look at where we sort of planned out this route across America. I've got obviously there's a few little goals that I'd like to sort of hit along the way. How long that print left? Well, it's at 60%. It's been going for 2 hours and 38 minutes. So quite a while. I'll send you pictures, Mike, as soon as it's finished. I want to drive on some of Route 66. I know that probably sounds dumb to some people, but I want to drive on some of Route 66. I wanted to hire a Mustang and do it. About $130 a day. So that's sort of out of the window. If we go to the States, I'll probably throw that truck there in my bag because it's light. I'll bring a truck with me, damn it. I just need someone to have batteries when I get there. With Dean's plugs. California is the greatest. Well, that's where we'll be starting off. Apple Valley for red crap. No. Nicely played, Robert. Speaking of Red Cat, how did the brass end up working for? I haven't driven it yet. I haven't had a chance to get it out. I only just cleared the windows the other day, so it's on my list. My list is extensive. Okay, trying to get sleep is number one. That's not working very well. I finished clearing the windows the other day on the Red Cat. Heave. I almost don't want to get it out because it's a pain in the arse. Anyway. There she is. So I cleared the windows. Got those nice and good. What a fatty. So it's ready for a run. That much I do know. We changed the wheels on it. We put the black Trill beadlocks on it. Quite nice wheels those. Bob, yep, it's an awesome bit of road. What's left? I want to go on Route 66. I want to drive on Route 66. Hell, I don't care if it's just for an hour. It's just one of those things, you know. And I've never ever. It's funny. There's certain things that I've never ever thought about in life that, you know, you want to do. And, you know, after so many people are saying, do a goal to send you to the States. It's like, you know what? It's good. It could be the only way I could ever go there, for all you know. So, the BCRC community has already shown that it's an awesome bunch of people that are willing to go out of their way to change people's lives and things like that. Even as silly as it sounds, the trucks that have already, well, the trucks that have already been won, the truck and the Mazda, and then we've got the PG4, which I'll write up the list tonight and I'll open it in the morning. I was going to open it this morning, but it's nearly lunchtime already and I need a nap because I'm dead. So the list will open in the morning for the PG4L. It'll be open for a couple of hours, maybe 2, maybe 3 hours. I'll explain how that's going to work, because I prefer not to have any confusion, because that is frustrating as... That's what I need. I need a swear beep button. Maybe it pops up with like sensor on the screen and says beep. I wrote it all that was left on my last trip in the 90s, you lucky bugger, mate. So, with the spin, I'm going to write up a list and it's going to have 100 numbers, okay? Now there's going to be a post in the announcements section of the group. So, you need to be paying attention to the announcements section of the group. It's at the very top. There's a button you can click and it will show you all the announcements, or it'll be the very first thing at the top of the group. So don't just go and scroll through. Go to the group, pay attention to the top. Okay? There's going to be a list there. In that list, or on that list, all I want you to do is comment numbers please, tag me. To tag someone, you do this. Right? For those that don't know, there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do it. To tag someone, you do the @ symbol, start writing Johnny, and then a little picture of me and my name will pop up and you click on that. And that way, when you push post, it will tag me. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the list, one by one. I'll contact each person and I'll say, how many numbers do you want? What numbers do you want? Have you done your PayPal? So it is $6 per free entry, and that's how you got to work it on YouTube's. Okay, $6 per entry for 4 spots. So if you want 4, grab 4. If you want 1, grab 1. It's up to you. You don't have to go 4. You can just go 1 if you want to try your luck. Trying to think if there's anything else. We're going to have the list open for 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm going to close the list. Now once I close the list, no more comments. I'm going to turn commenting off. What a great idea. I'm going to turn commenting off until I reopen the list. Okay? I will reopen the list later that night, which is tomorrow night. I'll reopen the list later that night so that people from the other side of the world also have a chance at getting in on it too, because I don't want it to be it's the same people all the time that get a chance and the same people all the time that miss out. That's why the last list I opened at night time and I closed it the following morning. This time we're doing it morning and we're closing it at night. So I'm going to keep switching and swapping back and forwards to give the maximum amount of people a chance to enter the competitions, because that's what it's all about. That's a lot of work. Save some effort and just consider me. Nice try, dude. Look, there's a lot of work I do for BCRC that, like I say, that no one ever sees. I mean, I had people from 2 o'clock this morning till 5 o'clock this morning, messaging me, asking for help and such and so on, dealing with element stuff. I'm glad it's paid for, but like I said earlier, for those that weren't here, if you missed it, cost me a fortune. Cost a lot more than the goal we raised for the trucks in the first place. You'll have to watch the start of the video to find out why. But yeah, it was not cheap. Yeah, so that's basically how we're going to do the spin. So just pay attention to the announcement section. Pay attention to what's written in the post. Okay, read some comments before you comment. There's a lot of people these days that just comment. Do you know what I mean? I've got a message Trill. You mean DJX, David? I will message DJX after the stream. How is Trill judging? Well, I'm going to put up a post today for people to do. You're confusing me now. I'm confusing myself. I'm tired. I'm going to get bloody. Better turn off Messenger too. Yes, Robert. I'm going to message DJX after the stream, get them to go through and pick the winners for the DJX competition. You're confusing me, Dave, because there's a Trill giveaway planned as well. That's what we do here. It's all about the giveaways. It's all about the fun. So, yeah, I'll probably turn off Messenger. So don't just... The whole reason I'm doing the shutting the list and opening the list and the names and the tag and etc. is... Last time there was too many people that just smashed through the donations and said, give me these numbers. When 15 people do that, I've got a whole lot of numbers to go through. Like, a whole lot of numbers to go through. And there's always someone that's picked the same number as someone else. And now I've got a message back and forth between 2 or 3 people say, that number's taken. So I'm eliminating all that sort of stuff by doing it this way. Okay? Hopefully it just makes it easier, makes my day less stressful. I hope so. It just makes it work. I will find the best possible way of doing these giveaways so that it's easy for everyone, and so we'll do it the same way every time so everyone knows how it works. Should someone be new and they don't know how it works, myself or one of you guys can jump on and say, this is how it works. So, that's the plan, bro. Those wheels. I just love those wheels. I'm just going to sit that there so you can be all jelly. I know it looks a bit dumb right now because she's leaning over this way a bit, but it's just perfect. I need short links. So yes, any other questions? Like I said, we've got 15 people watching. I expect to see 15 likes on this thing. If there's no other questions, we're most probably just going to call it a day. Sorry, working and trying to listen at the same time. What's the Trill giveaway? Can't say yet. The DJX giveaway, however, you've got like an hour if you want to enter. I think that was in the announcements. So much going on. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Bear with me, one memento. I just got to double, triple, make and check everything now. Announcement section. Yes, it is in the announcement section. Okay, go to the announcement section. You will see. Well, go on. Will you focus? I'll test my luck. You'll see those wheels and such. I know that doesn't help you. Go to the announcements section. It's at the top of the page. Scroll down through the announcements. You will see that competition. It's just all the details there. It's quick and easy to enter. Essentially, take a picture of your truck that you put the DJX parts on. Tag 3 mates. Like and share the DJX page. Don't share the competition post. Please don't share the competition post. Okay? If you do, that's your new nickname. Okay? share the DJX page and you get those. If you do it incorrectly, that's all you'll get. No, Bob, it won't, because it's way too big. If you want a replacement body for a CC01, what body did it come with, Bob? Tamiya make a Ford Bronco. An older school Bronco. Let me just move some of the chunk out of the way. Tamiya make this Bronco that will go on a CC01 easily with body pegs if you want to just put it on like that. So check them out, eh? Bronco and Broncos. Ooh. Bit of a weight difference. The little Bronx. In the Bronx. I still need to change these tyres or something. I'm not sold on those wheels on this truck. What about the other Trill giveaway? You mean the Gen 8 bits? I'll surprise people with that. There's a lot going on, dude. This one should go straight on it, Bob. If you want a Bronco for your dealing, this one should go straight on it. As far as I've got 2 different sets of Trill things here that are my own personal things to give away. I'll do something real clever like with those, and then if I remember correctly, there is another Trill one to do. Where do you want the donations sent? Are you talking about just donations now, or the ones for entering the giveaways? If you want to donate to BCRC in general, there's a link in the description. That goes towards prizes, towards postage, towards all those sorts of things. We do have truck names up here at certain stages with truck goals. So if we want to, I'm thinking possibly for the next one, you let me know what you think. SU4C, what do you reckon? One of those for the next giveaway truck? So if we're all happy, we get an SU4C cross truck, which is the premium version, and we have that name up here. And then any donation in the stream fills up the bar, and then we use that money and we go and buy the truck, and then we do the wheel. For those that haven't seen the wheel, there's the wheel. Then we use the wheel with all the people that have done the entries to spin it and win it. It's a lot to try and explain all at once. So yeah. Rest assured, if you donate just to the stream or something like a BCRC thing, someone messaged me the other day and said, have you noticed how slow the BCRC one fills up, but when we've got a truck there it fills in 2 days? So, I don't know, man. It is what it is. So any donation's helpful. I don't expect anyone to donate. If you want to donate, it's obviously for a good cause, and it's very, very much appreciated. So, yeah. Bob says you can't find these anywhere, Bob. Like we did for the PG4 and the PG4L and the Element trucks, which is stupid. If you haven't seen those streams, go back and watch, because those lists were smashed within like 2 days, which is crazy. I mean, it is what it is. Like I say, I don't expect people to donate, so I'm not complaining if this takes a year to fill up. It's just someone messaged me and said it was really surprising. I'm not going to buy that filament anymore. Robert, let me know how you get on with your filament, because it prints nicely. It's just wrapped like shit. 64%. It's only taken 3 hours. Rob, have a look on RC Mart. I reckon RC Mart's got those. I'll have a quick look for you while we're here. Yoink. Rob says any cross truck. Well, I think the SU4C is a pretty bloody good truck to be given away because it's the C version, which means it's got full CNC diffs, CNC bead locks, all that sort of fun stuff. Bodies. Okay. I'll be very surprised if RC Mart doesn't have that body. They've got the CC01 with the Bronco body, Robert. I still can't get over how much these bodies cost. It's just stupid. RC Mart's $60 for that body, and that's actually pretty cheap. One of the most expensive bodies ever. Complete TRX4 Bronco pre-painted body in black, $160. $160. Apparently the only way you can buy it from RC Mart, Rob, is with a truck. The MST is a nice little truck. Quite nice. Quite cheap too, actually. I've just got sidetracked here. You can buy the grill for these Broncos for $15, right? Now what I'm thinking is, obviously my grill's fine. I might buy one and just hang it up in my scale garage. That's a great idea. Might have to drop one of those on my next bloody RC Mart order. So yes, have a look around, Bob. I'll have an eye out too. We can find you one of these bodies. They will go on the CC01. Especially if yours was the FJ40, that should be the same wheelbase as this one. Well, same wheelbase as the Pajero, which I believe is a 2. Look out. Junks has donated $24. Says, love you, long time Johnny. I'm not going to do an Asian voice because I might upset someone. Mate, thank you. It's very much appreciated. Really is. I didn't even know you were watching, dude. Have you commented? Now, if there is anyone that's watching that can't comment, you need to be logged in. I believe you need to be subscribed as well. I had some messages the other day saying I was watching your stream, I just couldn't comment. I believe you need to be logged in and subbed to comment. So, yes. Again, thank you for the donation, mate. That's epic of you. Really is. Alright, well, we've been going for an hour and 40 minutes, which, truth be told, is longer than I expected to go because I'm tired as stuff. Okay, very tired. I need to go and have a nap. Andrew, waiting for my donation to pop up. Wasn't that yours? Because you've got different account names. Andrew is Channels, is Jux from... Is that correct? Now apparently, some of the guys were saying that you can go into... Sean's off, no worries mate. Thanks very much for being with us. Michael was saying that you can change in Google your nickname. Bob says go sleep. I'm going to go and shut my eyes right now, I reckon. And then Anne and I are going to duck down and talk to some people and sort of see how much it'd cost. God, look at those two pretty trucks, eh? Look at them. See how much it'd cost to do this whole America thing. And at some stage there could be a goal here of like 10 grand. I know that sounds stupid. That's the tech guide. That's going to be tomorrow. I'll do up the list today and open them in tomorrow morning. I was going to do it today, but it's already lunchtime. I'm tired of shit. And I've got a busy afternoon, so that'll open in the morning. I'll do a post in the group saying that's what's going to happen. But yeah, so that's going to open in around 24 hours time. So be sure to be tuned in on BCRC, Burton's Custom RC Builds on Facebook for those that aren't a member. Be sure to be tuned in around 10 a.m. my time tomorrow morning for the list opening for the PG4L. Awesome. If we get to a point where we fill in 50 numbers in half an hour, I'll close it and then open it again later tomorrow night to give more people a chance. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't think you guys realise how crazy my phone goes when we open a list. And I would like an unpainted shell. eBay might be your best bet. I'll do a 2-second search for you, mate. If I can help you out, I can help you out. I'm at work today, been checking my phone every 2 minutes for it. Well, sorry mate, I apologise. Tamiya Bronco body. Quick search for Robert. So yeah, it'll be tomorrow. Oh, Robert. Last one. Of course, they always say that, don't they? 34 Australian dollars, 22 posts. And it comes from... Oh, they haven't got any reviews. If you're going to buy it from them, do it with PayPal. Because they don't have any reviews. Oh no, sorry, they're 98% feedback. So there you go, there's one. There's some painted ones. Does anyone go through eBay and see the postage on like the same stuff? So that body I just looked at for Robert, which is this body unpainted. 34 Australian dollars plus 22 posts, so $55 by the time you work out all the shit. Or $50, whatever it is, $50. The next one down is a painted body. $54 plus 27 posts. Then you scroll down and there's another clear body. This is where it gets dumb. A clear body that's $47 plus 53 posts. Don't you feel sorry for the people that go, oh, that's what I want, and then just buy it? So if I were you, Bob, I'm going to tell you what, I'm such a good bloke. I'm going to share the link to your messenger. Where's the share button? Because that's the cheapest one I can find. Where's the share button? Share this item. Messenger. You should be here somewhere. You messaged me not long ago. I'll just type your name in. I know this is exhilarating viewing. Send. There you go, my friend. Buy that. Lovely. Okay, thanks. Lovely. Alright. So there you go. Robert, buy that. Found your Bronco, mate. Clear one you can paint yourself. Awesome. And they are brilliant bodies, seriously. They're just... Tamiya bodies are awesome. It doesn't matter what they're for. Tamiya makes really good bodies. So... Alright, well, I think we're going to call it a day. I'm going to go and have a bit of a nap. Let's tighten it up again. Stupid thing. I'm going to go and have a bit of a nap. Hopefully that cooperates while I'm napping. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to cry. Tomorrow, the PG4 number's open. The next stream, maybe tomorrow night, and it'll be more so talking about printers and stuff because it's been asked. Can we do that? So there's that. And I'll try and think up some other stuff to do, etc. and so on for it too. So give it a share, give it a like, donate if you want, link in the description. Subscribe if you haven't. Join Burton's Customs RC Builds if you haven't, because that's where all the info is. Thank you everyone for watching. Go and buy some of those wheels, because they're just gorgeous. And those tyres feel really bloody good too. Oh, can't wait to drive that truck now. Alright, take it easy, take care, have fun, and look after each other, I guess. Alright, I'm going to push a button here. I'm tired. This button. Enjoy.